the first to know in Nsem-Pii TV.
7th December na yeko na yakwa akoto aba no ka say dey aka less than 25 days na yakwa akoto aba na yi omampani a ono ebedi anim na eba say abato commission ena aya ehwe bibia eso na abato commission me no e ka say dey or print ballot papers no na watimi a distribute to every region a yebeto ababia na eno ena de ekwa akopie mu ewo ahafo ena afi voter de no one print here ya one de ekọ no ena easy auditors no ehun say ballot papers no a one print no ade say serial numbers no a ewo mu no emfomso abamu eno ena one ehun ya one say wo papers na ba na NDC amanyuko no empese one ebepene ehwa ena one efafon efre office womra bonten na omameka se easy etimi print fake ballot paper etimi e de ama omo se one emfa nkokopie mu voter na wonhwe abanim emfama NPP amanyuko no no ena electoral commission se enye sa na tie mokra abato papers no emfomso kra ba mu ahu se emfomso abem tie ba ne se ena mo na mo ba be notify mo ko public na makwa keka e de akyere amanfo na magu easy anima ase na yenko
inform us about this particular printing house. We got the information from our own internal auditors who went around and our security personnel. I personally was this printing house on Sunday together with the deputy chairman for operations. So the electoral commission took it upon it based on the feedback we were getting from our officers on the ground. We didn't hear of any complaint formally or informally from the NDC. It was the decision of the EC that after the printing house assured the electoral commission that they will be able to provide all the serial numbers appropriately, and our team informed them that still there were gaps, and we took the decision that to ensure ballot integrity, it will be appropriate for us to give it a voter region to us commercials and Ahafo to Book Press, two of our distinguished printers. So if I think it's Dr. Tanko. If Dr. Tanko says that they were the ones who alerted EC before the EC acted, there is no evidence supporting that.
How did the EC get to know about it? How did the EC get to know about this?
No, we have in all the printing houses. Sir, we have our men who are permanently positioned to work there. Apart from our men who are also working there, about 8 of them, we also have our auditors, our security personnel, and senior officials from the head office who go there regularly. And I mentioned to you, I was personally there last week on Sunday, the first day of this week. So our team informed us that although they thought that the printing house could be able to survey the situation, still there were gaps. And because there were gaps, the commission took the decision that to ensure the integrity of the ballot, we would be better off giving the voter region to us commercials and half to the Book Press Limited.
So the problem is solved, or you are in the process of resolving it?
Oh, the problem has been resolved, and we believe that these two printers should be. Ahafo is 6 constituencies, voter region is 18 constituencies. So for both the parliamentary and presidential, you are looking at 12 constituencies for Ahafo, 36 constituencies for voter region. And we believe with the track record of this printing house, later by Monday, printing should have completed, then the checking will go on. So we believe we are still on track. We are within.
What are the reasons? What are the reasons you have been given by the printer for this error, which would have led to, as it were, disenfranchisement of many voters in the voter and Ahafo regions?
No, initially I think I was making that point, but the line went off. They had a problem with the automatic generation of the serial numbers. So they were doing a manual process, and the printer has explained to us, and we've also made them aware that we wanted to ensure that all regions constitute get the required ballot numbers as well as the serial numbers. So we have to move on. And this is something we will continue to engage them in the future.
As far as you are concerned, having analyzed the process so far, this was a genuine mistake. It was a harmless situation, correct?
Oh, yes, very, very genuine. And the ballots are checked by our people. I know the NDC has 2 agents over the MPP, all of them. But we have about 8 agents. In addition to that, we have additional officers who go there regularly. And our job is to make sure that the ballots going to each week, they are the right ones as well as the right serial numbers. And this is something the commission will promote the integrity of the ballots at all the polling of our.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Kindly hold on for me. Dr. Rashid Tanko, with the exception of these that we have mentioned, everything is all right, correct?
Yes, Samson, everything is all right, except the closed polling stations, which the Electoral Commission, as of now, has still not given us the names of those polling stations they've closed. Their last statement indicated they've closed certain polling stations and migrated about 884 voters to different polling stations. Yet they have not indicated to us those polling stations where they closed them and where they have migrated those votes to. So we are still insist that the EC need to come to me. They should let us know which polling station they have closed. And then so that we all amend our records.
What is the mischief? What is the mischief to be corrected in that?
The mischief is that we have a number of polling stations that we are dealing with, and we know where all of them are located. Currently, they told us they have about 40,975 polling stations that we are dealing with. Then, just the last but one IPAC meeting, they indicated they have closed about some polling station, number of polling stations, which resulted to about 884 votes, which has been moved to different areas. And the reason they were given is that certain communities said they don't want those polling stations, or they were having problem with numbers. That's why they closed them. So we're asking, which are the polling stations? Where are they? Which of them, among the 40,000 plus that you have, which of them have you collapsed? That is what we are just asking. They should come playing with it.
Thank you. Evans, do you?
Yeah, I can confirm that she's on the ballot. And I need to place it on record that the commission said because of the injunction against her, we cannot have her on the ballot.
That's correct.
Once the injunction was removed, the road was paid for her to be on the ballot.
Right. Akuadonko's situation. What if in the end she wins the election? What will you do?
Now we know we have 12 candidates. So any vote for Madame Akuadonko will be annulled. So it's not possible she can win.
Are you going to cross her image out as was suggested, or you are leaving it that way?
No, based on the discussions we've had with the parties, we are going to leave it that way.
So there will be some voters who may vote for her.
And those votes will be rejected. They will not be counted. So our job as Electoral Commission is to educate the public, the media, educate the public to let them know that although Madame Akuadonko's name appears on the ballot, she is not one of the candidates. So we shouldn't be voting for her. So I remember yesterday at a program, I said that if you love Madame Akuadonko, this is not the time to show the love by voting for her. There are 12 other candidates who are vying for the presidency. Identify one of them and vote for that person. Right.
So now we are ready for a takeoff without any problems by the 1st for the special voting and 7th for the main elect voting as well. So yes, hold on. They decided that the court doesn't have power to determine the case, but it should go to high court. They didn't go into the substance of the matter itself. Let's begin this way, not from the top, but from the substance. They made a permutation. Justice Asaridako, who wrote the lead judgment, made a permutation at the end to give us what it means for an MP to lose their seat. And he said, I read that again. It says, in the end, we reiterate that on a true and proper interpretation, Article 97(1)(g) only requires that an MP must vacate their seat if, so note the incident, if they leave the party under which they were elected to join another party or become independent, and still and seek to remain in Parliament under their new political status. If you are an independent MP, then Article 97(1)(h) requires that you vacate your seat if you join a political party in Parliament and you seek to remain in Parliament under your new political status. He didn't end there, and he said, a purposive interpretation of Article 97(1)(g) and (h) of the Constitution confirms that their focus, as in the framers of the Constitution, their focus is on safeguarding the electoral mandate during the current parliamentary term and not on restricting MPs' political activities in the next electoral cycle. Historical examples, contextual interpretation, and the inclusion of Article 97(2) all point to the same conclusion. MPs' current parliamentary affiliation remains intact until they actively change their political allegiance during their term, not when they express future political intentions. Yep.
Something, good morning to you. Good morning to your distinguished panelists so assembled this morning. Let me say that I agree in its entirety the decision of the majority on this subject matter. You recall that I was on your studio some few weeks to express similar position.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. That until the MP has physically moved in Parliament to change the character of his political lineage or situation, you cannot say that NDC G and H has been triggered. I made this point here. Because you see, something, let's understand this point. Parliament is elected for a term specific. 4 years, 4 years. Not more than that. Since 1993 up to now, so this is the 8th Parliament for a term specific.
They stated that, they stressed it.
Good. Now, everything that happens in Parliament for an MP to change his character must happen necessarily in Parliament. What does it mean to say that the MP has changed his character whilst in Parliament? Something? The MP came to Parliament as a member of a political party.
Let's take Formina.
Formina came to Parliament as an independent member of Parliament, though earlier on he was a member of the New Patriotic Party.
Yeah, and he
went independent.
Yeah.
Now, whilst in Parliament, as we speak, the MP says, in future, the 9th Parliament, I want to contest as a member on a ticket of the New Patriotic Party.
Which he has filed his nomination.
Now, something, in Parliament, the sitting arrangement is only two. Either you're on the left R or you're on the right R. Majority, minority. There's no middle ground. Now, if you come as an independent member of Parliament, you must decide whether to go and sit with the majority side or the minority side. As we speak, Nsem-Pii he came to Parliament on the majority side. Sorry, sitting with the majority side, and he's not sitting with the majority side. And I made a point here that when Nsem-Pii moves to the minority side, you cannot say that he has crossed carpet. In the same vein, these two MPP members of Parliament, that is, remember the name, the other one.
Cynthia Morrison.
Cynthia Morrison, and then the other one.
Is he called Kojo?
Kojo Asante, isn't it? Good. Yeah. They came to Parliament in the name of the party. As we speak today, they have not moved their position from the MPP side to the side of the NDC. So how don't you say that they've crossed carpet whilst in Parliament? The NDC member of Parliament, as we speak, still remains with the side in Parliament. So everything that we are talking about here, the Constitution makes it very clear. It means that it must happen in the life of the Parliament in Parliament, not outside Parliament. So when somebody plays a certain meaning, by the Speaker of Parliament, that to my understanding, the filing of your nomination as independent member of parliament or on the ticket of a political party amounts to cross-carpeting, that you have left the party that brought you in the parliament, and so therefore, to my understanding,
let's
you have
be
vacated
careful.
your seat.
Let's be careful what the speaker did not say. So let's not project what he did not say.
Oh, you can.
He gave the definitions of what cross-carpeting is.
Yes.
And
something that the record is before you, and I have it here as well. So in case maybe I'm veering off.
If you're referring to a record, be specific about
yes.
it. Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is that the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Abang Kingsford Sumana Bagbin, placed a certain meaning on Article 97 G and H. And for him, his view was that the mere filing of nomination with the EC amounted to a vacation of the seat of these members of parliament. That was his understanding. And then the majority side also placed a different meaning. That no, it doesn't apply. Because this is all futuristic, not what? Current. At that stage, something, the issue of interpretation arose. It arose. And so therefore, to my mind,
at which stage did the issue of interpretation arise?
At the stage where the Speaker of Parliament placed rival meanings to the provision of the Constitution. Because his understanding of the provision and that of the other side clearly were at par. They were at par. And so therefore, to my mind, I thought that the Speaker, at the time when the rate was even filed, with an injunction added to it, he will have just stayed his hands. Look, I have made this point very clear.
You just said something, and it's instructive.
Yes.
You said the time when the controversy, so to speak, arose was when the Speaker gave the announcement in Parliament.
He gave a ruling. He says that announcement is
I'm using his words.
Okay.
Okay.
I remember he said that
he actually said he gave information.
Adjourning to give a reasoned decision on the matter.
Now wait.
Me nkoti phone ka any game. Me support to party no. Se ma hunu han bia me de beboa. And of course me ya campaign. Na me di na dan kwa Akufo-Addo echi no. Ma anya campaign so ba me de mafu. Me ya campaign say wase wo ba health insurance no. Obeye ni yie. Me ni oje di say nyame adom and another kwa Akufo-Addo. Ya neka health insurance o. Free health providers. NDC time no mutimi ja more than 1.5 years 2 years no muntuai enti se be ma pania yade we say ya me how ne say me nia na de na ha me ne say obekọ abayo bi kama no awie JHS na de obeto ane so o hye yembo say nyame adom obo be ni ye ene Clementa Park to say enu 5.7 million no o meka de ohoi na se ba akokpem pokura na yesakra no yaye bi modia musum ntimi nye ensem a mokati ayeye campaign ti aye nyina wo honom aye se Yesu Kristo wuo meni asenipa ba kokra gidi a Yesu Kristo moka adame bo ana enya dodo na Yesu diwe na wo kasa bebrebe we nyina no otimi kire the exact figure. We don't talk out of vacuum again. One year educationist no. When was the last time NDC and he himself thought of say the TV at any STEM education beba ya move Ghana kodrum pempen so a bibremu ha no the Star of Africa no embremu netisa send oba afia kobi secondary school ba ni ba etmi ya aeroplane na tuni na mwiem hweman for girls enyema omo ye last 2 years ko when ya pempen college ko ya no Japan. What are they talking about? Adia ya dinim dia ye no the growth mindset NDC doesn't have it. They are so fixated. They have a fixed mindset. And if they don't explore the avenue, yeah, they are contrarily, no. Meaning, yeah, no, we have growth mindset, progressive, anything you can say, as citizens in the city, it is possible. Bold solutions. Nia NDC be hunabuna ni chie no, MPP di agene beye. Bold solutions. Enti they are no akika de nam chen. Na there some don't confuse ni asema woka no. Me to no sabi. Nyame adom MPP bayi anya hwe kura no me wabamu ya antrese amfiansa hye demri fam ni esua de ni yeye we sei yeguso it is a party na ma me hwe kura no ntimi fanya bibi me ra me ntimi fanya bibi de atoso mienu kura mpo ni se minia enkrata hodo a yatwere eni ade ene na ka so bi mu so odumfo bi bua na me nyeskara me de publish ya sika ni bi cheme enti MPP de no unlike NDC no wa mromo